So there I was, leveling up my 15th power tech. Yes, you heard me, 15 of them. And I decided, hey, I want to do a flashpoint. So I jump into a boarding party via group finder, and I end up grouping with someone who had been playing the game since launch. And this got us into a great conversation, reminiscing while we were doing the flashpoint about the good old days, as so many people call them. All of this to say, and to pose the question, why do veteran players still play Star Wars: The Old Republic? And if you are a vet and you don't play the game anymore, maybe you thought about coming back, why should you, or is it worth it? Now, this isn't going to be the same pros and cons video when you get the should you play SWTOR in 2024 video, something like that. That's not really what I'm getting at here. What I'm trying to answer in this video for a lot of you guys is, why do you want to come back to SWTOR? What is your interest in it? Because you wouldn't be looking at videos like this if you weren't at least interested in coming back. But I'm going to tell you probably why you should or shouldn't, but not for the reasons you think. So one of the things that I was thinking about when making this video and kind of preparing for it was asking myself, Noble, why do you still play Star Wars: The Old Republic 12 years later? Okay, I'm 26, started when I was 14 years old. You know, why am I still playing when I've done essentially everything in the game? I have over 100 characters. I have leveled so many characters, it's ridiculous. You know, why am I still coming back to play? Now, you have essentially two categories here. You have your typical nostalgia, genuine love of the game, this and that, and then you have the Star Wars fan in you. Now, there's only those two categories because I don't think Star Wars: The Old Republic falls into the category that I think a lot of people assume it does, and that's the content MMO. I get comments all the time on this channel saying, hey, as a new player, yes, there's so much that you can do, but as a veteran, there's really nothing except for the 15 to 45 minutes of story we get every year. Why should I keep playing? Why should I continue to subscribe? And I'll be honest with you guys, that's not a question that anyone else can answer but yourself. You know, why would I level 15 power techs, okay? Clearly, I don't just like Star Wars, I don't just like the Old Republic. I really do love this game, even though its heyday is well behind us. I think a lot of people will go on YouTube and they'll look for reasons to come back and enjoy a game that they enjoyed in the past because maybe something new came out or there is renewed interest, maybe you'll give it a go. But why are you letting any of those factors decide whether or not you're going to try a game or not? Now, I understand if you're a content creator, you know, you're gonna wanna find something that gets some good amount of views, this and that, but I've been making content on this game for years, and I'm one of the, I would say, medium to bigger channels that are still posting. You know, anything outside of SWTORista is a small channel at this point, but you have to figure out why you want to keep playing this, or should you keep playing this game in 2024. So now that we have those categories figured out, I'm going to just share with you why I still play this game. I genuinely enjoy everything in this game aside from space missions and Galactic Starfighter. I love war zones. You guys know my channel was founded on PvP. I love to raid, I love flashpoints, I love exploring. Now, a lot of this is tied to nostalgia for me, but I'm not getting on nostalgia trips every time I log into the game. I'm logging in because I want to do dailies, I want to earn more credits, I want to get more decorations for my stronghold. Like, there are things that I want to do outside of just go down memory lane. I just finished the Bounty Hunter storyline, and I was thinking to myself, I don't remember the Mako romance ending that way, but I also don't remember little bits and pieces of the story. Even though it's my favorite story in the game, there were just some things I didn't remember. So recalling things and all of that really, you know, was fun for me to relive. And I can keep reliving that for as long as I want. Not in some, you know, lame denial, but just because I genuinely enjoy going from planet to planet and trying different things out for the story. Yesterday, I literally created another counselor, and I'm gonna do completely dark side counselor because I've never done that before. I don't think I have anyway. I think I've done like a neutral one, but I've never done completely dark side. So that's what I'm gonna be doing for the foreseeable few weeks. And I understand that some people may not want to do that. That's perfectly fine. But don't come back to the game because you think there's like more things to do. This game is not like other MMOs. I say this every single time I make a video now, guys. This game was made for Star Wars fans first and MMO fans second. And while it's never going to be quite like it was, I think a lot of people take this for granted. And this is the last point that I will talk about before ending the video. Look at the slate of Star Wars projects for 2024. Forget the movies and TV shows. The Star Wars games are bad. There's a remaster of something coming out, not necessarily a remake, but like, you know, a remaster. There is a solo player, you know, first person shooter coming out, I believe. Like, there's nothing enticing about Star Wars games right now. Like, I would love to have a Star Wars first person like arena shooter. Similarly, if you guys remember Republic Commando, they had PvP, and they had like, it was basically like Call of Duty but for Star Wars. They had that for the longest time in Republic Commando, and I don't see why we can't get a game like that again to grace the screens. So with that being said, Star Wars The Old Republic and maybe Battlefront 2, because they have so many mods for that game, they're the only two games out here where you can be whoever you want, however you want, and you can play with other people, make memories, make friends, and build real relationships. That's why I still play this game. I still play it because I enjoy it, and I don't want to take it for granted, because when this is gone, people are going to wish they had played it. People are going to wish they had played it more. And I don't want to be one of those people. So if you're someone who's thinking about coming back to the game, but you're watching videos to kind of convince yourself to come back, maybe don't, you know? Maybe wait until you actually just want to install the game and jump back into a galaxy far, far away. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know these are more rants and discussions these days, but that's what I like to make now, so I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one.